Alright, let me share my screen. Alright. Dito ba tayo nag-end last time? Dito tayo nag-end, ah.
Yes, sir.
Alright. So, let us continue our discussion. So, again, we are done with Kirchhoff's current law or KCL. Now, let's go straight to uh, the Kirchhoff's voltage law. Meron dito isang slide for current law. Madali lang ko siya. Wait lang. I will full screen my presentation. Full screen. Alright. Okay. So, okay. So, yung sa Kirchhoff's current law natin is, for example, we have a node here, no? For a node here, we can see that all of the arrows, no, all of the currents are going inside the node or papunta sa node. So, ang mangyayari niyan is we will just add up, no? Since we have input is equal to, again, output. Okay? So, yung input-output natin, walang output dito, no? So, kaya naging zero siya. Okay? And all of the inputs, no, are the currents na papasok sa ating node. Okay? So, that's why, inad lang natin yung I1, I2, I3, at saka I4. Okay? On this side naman, as you can see, there are arrows that is going out of the node. Okay? So, merong papunta dito, which is si I2, no? Input goes to output. So, we have going out na I2, okay? Going out na I4, okay? Also, yung input natin, which is I1, I2, I3, and I5. Okay? So that's why if we're going to add all, no, add all the currents, it will be giving you a zero result, no? And since it's input and output, ang mangyari is we have I1 plus I3 plus I5 equal to I2 plus I4. Okay? So, ang ginawa lang is transpose lang. No? Transfer lang sa kabila and then i-simplify lang natin. So, we have I1 minus I2 plus I3 minus I4 plus I5 equals to 0. Okay? That's why meron tayong ganito sa presentation natin. Okay? Clear? So, clear naman so far, guys? Alright. Diba? Madali lang naman siya. Sige. Alright. So, let's move on to the next slide. So, it's Kirchhoff's voltage law or KVL. Oops, sorry. Ayan, na-off ang ako ang tablet. Teka lang. Ayan. Alright. So, next is Kirchhoff's voltage law, or what we say KVL. Okay? So, yung KVL naman is uh, for voltages, no? Kanina, current is for currents, no? Kung napansin niyo, lahat ng mga variables natin are all currents, no? Tama ba? Wala tayong computan ng um, pinag-computan ng voltage. Now, since Kirchhoff's current law siya, it only focuses on the currents inside your circuit. Now, for Kirchhoff's voltage law, it will be focusing the voltages na kung ano yung meron sa yung circuit. Okay? So, one more thing is that uh, yung definition naman is the summation, no? Summation of all voltages will be equal to zero, and uh, we will have an individual, okay? We will have an individual voltages sa per component natin sa loob ng circuit. For example, dito, okay? So, since meron tayong dalawang resistor and isang battery, so lahat ng yan will have their own voltages. So, yung resistor 2 natin and resistor 1 natin ay meron silang sariling voltages. And as you can see, the voltage in V1 will be an unknown value pa since wala pa namang binigay. So we will find out later kung ano yung value niya. Okay? So now, ang mangyari dito is we are going to uh, take a look, no, per component and solve for their voltages. Okay? Depending on the current na dumadaan sa kanila. If you are going to inspect the circuit, anong connection yung meron tayo? It's a series, no? Series circuit. Tama? So, it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Ngayon, sa series circuit, balikan natin yung previous natin na discussion. Wala pa, no? Wala pa yung sa series and parallel. Okay. So, yung series and parallel circuit, ito, dito. Sige lang. We'll go straight on that later. Okay. So, sa series circuit naman, since it's 1 to 1, 2, 1 for the leg 1, 2 for leg 2, this one is leg 1, and leg 2. So, ngayon, if we have a series circuit, if we are going to have, for example, a direction of a current na ganito yung kanyang tinatahak na daan, ganyan, okay? So, it's clockwise. Therefore, lahat ng resistor and voltage source natin will have the same reading of current. So, walang mag-iiba-iba sa current nila since series circuit siya. So, again, in summary, in series circuit, voltages, they have different values. Okay? And their currents or current is the same. Okay, tandaan natin yan. So, pag series, again, voltages have different values per component, okay, per component or per element. And for current, they have the same value. Okay, per element, they have the same value since isa lang naman sila ng connection. Okay, naintindihan? Ngayon, pwede ba nating makuha na yung ating value ng current, no? Pwede na. Ano kaya yung value ng current natin? Current I. So kung titignan natin, we cannot get the value of our current by using V1. Okay? Kasi nga, unknown pa yung kanyang voltage and yun yung hinahanap natin. Let's take a look on the battery. Pwede bang makuha yung ating current using our battery? So, ang battery natin also only has a value of its voltage. Walang naka-indicate na current. Okay? Dito tayo sa ating V2. Okay? Can be, pwede nating makuha pag meron ng value yung ating R2. Okay? So, dito sa example, wala namang binigay na values for R2, therefore, we cannot solve for the I pa. Pero if in case na meron ng value yung R2, we can solve by the current by using I2 equal to V over R. Since meron tang voltage which is 7 and yung value ng R2 natin. So, we can get the current. So, kung makita natin yung current or masok natin yung current, yun na yung ilalagay natin dyan. Okay? And so on. Alright? So, ngayon, if we are going to uh, perform KVL, erase ko lang muna to. Okay? So, if we're going to perform KVL here, ang ating gagawin lang is i-trace, no? I-trace lang natin or sundan lang natin yung flow ng current. So, for example, kung sa battery tayo magsa-start, okay? Or ito na lang, dito ko na lang i-represent. For example, yung sa ating figure, we have a resistor. Okay. Alright. So, meron tayong value ng 12 volts. We have R1 here. We have R2. And we have a value of R2 voltage, which is 7 volts. Okay? 7 volts. Alright. So, what will happen next? So, ang gawin natin is to make an assumption, no, of our current, no. So yung current natin, best practice or common nating practice is to start on the battery side. Diba? So battery side muna tayo and then we'll follow the flow, no. And it can be depending on what assumption you are going to to establish, no? So, kung clockwise ba siya, so hindi siya, ano ha, this is not, pag kumbaga, mandated or standard, but you have to make assumptions, no? If you're going to go for clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay? So, kung clockwise, yun yung andar ng inyong orasan. No? Yun yung kanyang flow. So, if you're going to go with a clockwise direction. So, starting tayo sa battery. We'll go straight to the battery. And then, libot tayo hanggang makabalik tayo doon sa ating starting line. Okay? So, ganun yung pag-assign natin. Or, if you're going to apply, no, counterclockwise. So you can also do this one. So depende sa'yo. Okay? So hindi magkakaparehas yung mga solution nyo unless same kayo ng pag-assume ng direction ng current niya. Okay? So, naintindihan ba guys? Okay, so let's go. Ako, comfortable ko by using clockwise direction. So, ganito yung direction na gusto ko. Alright. So, if we're going to make this as our assumption, the direction of the current, now, tingnan natin dun sa battery na side. Sa battery na side, guys, ang rule natin, pag magka-KVL tayo, i-add up natin lahat ng voltages sa lahat ng component. Klaro? So, ang gawin natin is, sundan natin yung arrow kung saan siya papasok. Okay? So, dito, kung magsa-start tayo sa battery na side, okay, sa battery natin, saan unang papasok yung arrowhead natin sa symbol? Is it in the positive or in the negative na terminal? Saan kaya?
Positive, sir.
Are you sure? Positive? Tingnan nyo, saan papasok una yung inyong arrow? In the negative or in the positive polarity or terminal?
I think negative, sir.
Yes, negative, no? Tingnan nyo yung arrowhead mo, guys. Dediretso siya, no? Papasok dito, no? Dito siya papasok sa negative. So, negative yung ating susundin na polarity or negative yung susundan natin na sign ng iyong value ng battery. So, for example, in this, is we have negative 12. Okay? So, we go straight to negative 12 and then, papasok si arrowhead ngayon dito, no? Kay R1. Tama ba? So, ngayon, si resistor doesn't have polarity. So, diniscuss natin yun last time. So, walang polarity, positive, negative, si resistor. Kasi pwede mo lang siyang pabalik-tarin, baliktarin. So, ang mangyari is, by default, no, add kaagad si R1. Okay? Plus, kung ano yung kanyang voltage. No, we cannot do minus 12 R1. No, that's not correct. Okay? Kasi yung R1 is indicating for resistance or indicator for a resistance. Okay, clear? We can also say I2, I1 because this one indicates for current. So we're going to label it as V1 since ito yung unknown niya kanina. So plus V1. Okay. Then after KR1, travel na naman yung current natin. Okay. Okay, delete ko na lang to. Right. So, papasok ngayon si current na kay R2. And then, since walang polarity si R2, or kasi resistor siya, so we will just add also the value of its voltage. So, magkano yung voltage niya? That's 7. Okay? Then, babalik yung yung current papunta balik sa battery. No? Pag natapos na yung cycle, so ang mangyayari is, kung wala nang mga components, sum up natin siya and we will equate it into 0. So ito na yung definition ni Kirchhoff's voltage law na summation of voltages or all sum of the voltages will be equal to 0. Okay? So ngayon, i-simplify lang natin, i-calculate for the value of V1. So, we have negative 12 plus 7. So, that would be negative 5. Okay, equal to 0. Okay, then we will transfer it at the other side, V1 would be equal to 5 volts. So therefore, your V1 here is 5 volts. Okay? Naintindihan? Okay. Now, if we are going to substitute the value of V1 in the equation, we will now have negative 12, okay, plus 5 plus 7 equal to 0 ba? Okay, equal ba na sa 0? Yes, no? So that would be 0 equivalent to 0. Okay, klaro? Alright. Now, the simplest thing to do or to check if your answer is correct is that you're going to add, no, per component, no? We have, kasi di ba dalawa yung component natin. We have active and passive component natin. So, yung active component natin is the battery. Okay, we have battery. And yung passive natin is yung resistor natin or R1 and R2 natin. Okay. So, battery or yung ating E is equivalent to 12 volts. Then, ang R1 natin, ang voltage niya is 5 volts. And yung kanyang R2 is 7 volts. So, ang gawin natin para ma-check natin kung tama talaga yung sagot is to add. No? I-add natin lahat ng values ng voltages ng mga passive component natin. And if that added values will equate to the total voltage, this one is the total voltage, no? Total, which is 12 volts. Kung mag-e-exacto yun sila, therefore, your answer is correct. Okay? Alright. Now, itong computation ko is nakadepende sa assumption ko. Okay. So, ako ang nag-assume na ganon yung movement ng current. So, what if, balik tayo dito sa ating example. So, what if ganito yung kanyang movement? Tama yung assumption natin for the direction of our battery. So, nasunod niya yun. No? Paakyat tayo, clockwise. Pero, no, nag-travel siya, no? Travel, travel. Pagdating niya kay V1, okay, may naka-indicate, no? Yung arrow ng V1 or your current daw ng V1 is pabaliktad, no? Counterclockwise. Ngayon, magbabanggaan yung current ni battery and yung current ni V1. Ngayon, anong gagawin natin sa equation? So, since nag-start si battery sa negative 12, okay, ngayon, since nagkasalubong yung current ni V1 at saka ni battery, ang mangyayari is we will just have a negative value of the voltage ng R1. Okay? So, ima-minus lang natin since magkasalubong sila. Okay? Minus V1. Okay, nakuha niyo guys? Alright? Then, after doon, papasok na naman dito si battery. And then, at this point, no, magkasalangat din yung value ng ating V2. So, we will have a minus V2 here. Okay? Laro? Then, babalik tayo sa start. So, we will equate this to 0. Okay? So, ano kaya mangyayari? Actually, andito siya. Ayan. Okay, anyway, So let's go back here. Sige. So assuming na ganun yung kanyang, hindi siya assuming kasi nakalagay dito sa ating example. So pag ganito yung example natin, may nakalagay na mga arrow, we have to uh, um, be on that perspective na ganun yung movement niya. So given as a problem. Pero kung hindi naman given sa problem, therefore, you have to assume. No? I-assume mo ngayon kung saan or paano yung daloy ng inyong current. Okay. So, dito, you're going to put the values ng inyong uh, mga voltages. Um, ang mangyayari is magkakaroon ng different answer. So since negative 12 na to, then we were going to put negative V1 and negative 7 equals to 0. The negative 12 and 7 will add up. So magkakamali siya, di ba? So we will have a value of ilan? 19, no? Negative 19 minus V1 equals to 0. And lagay natin dito, that would be V1 equal to negative 19 volts. So take a look on the value. Kung ilalagay natin yung V1 natin, which is negative 19 volts dito, okay, what will happen? If we're going to apply KVL, or this is voltage law, we are going to add V1 and V2. So that would be negative 19 plus 7. How much is that? That's negative 12. Tama ba? Is it correct, guys? Okay. So, if this is negative 12, balik tayo dun sa ating presentation. So, sa presentation natin, or dito sa ating arrow ng ating battery, tingnan nyo, magkasulungat, no? Tama ba? So, kasi yung assumption ng current is pa-counterclockwise. So, dito sa natin, sa battery natin, ibig sabihin, baliktad yung battery. Nakabaliktad yung battery. Kasi tingnan niyo. So, therefore, it has a negative value. Negative 12 volts originally. Nakuha niyo, guys? You get me? Okay. So, imagine walang wala siyang value dito or walang assumption dito ng arrow. Okay. So, if you're going to have or if you're going to compute the voltage, or if you're going to take the value of the voltage here, okay, so if you're going to have an assumption na yung movement niya is susundin natin yung movement ng ating resistors, which is pag ganito, okay? So, ang mangyayari is magna-negative lang yung voltage mo. Okay? Klaro, guys? So, kung ang mangyari niyan, kung pa-counterclockwise tayo, your formula must be plus 12, okay? Plus 12, okay? Then, 7, then V1 equal to 0. Okay. So, add up all, magiging 19 plus V1 equals to 0. Then transfer dito, that's V1 equals to negative 19. So, negative 19 si V1. Pero pag i-add up nyo siya with V1 and V2, it will give you a result of negative 12. So, tama pa rin siya. Okay, tama pa rin siya. Pero it only indicates na yung battery mo is nakabaliktad. Okay, baliktad yung representation niya or yung current flow niya. Yun lang yung indicator. Actually, yung ating negative or positive value, negative, hindi kayo malito. Yung negative and positive value natin indicates direction. Okay. So, ito yung isipin ninyo. Hindi siya value. Kasi kung value, it's the same. No? Same lang yung value. Di ba? Kahit anong kahit anong solve natin din sa, or anong orientation ng or assumption ng ating current flow, it will always give us the right value of the total voltage. Okay? So, ganun yung, ganun yung nangyari. And ito, nag-i-indicate lang siya ng direction. So, if it is negative, pabaliktad, no? So, therefore, kung tingnan natin dito, sa current flow natin, ito, at saka ito, they are the same. So, they will have the same polarity. Pero pagdating kay 12, since baliktad yung kanyang orientation ng arrow niya, it will give us the inverted na value ng iyong voltage or inverted value ng iyong output, which is itong 12 volts. So, magiging negative 12 siya. Okay? So, naintindihan ba, guys? Okay? So, ganun yung kanyang indicator. So, dito, since sinunod yung kanyang orientation, so, it will give you the same. So, ito same lang ito. So, same lang. Okay? Kaya nagkaroon siya ng 5 volts. Anyway, so let's have here. Okay. So, for example, in this, ito yung kanina. No? Ito yung kanina. So, kung assumption mo is same as this, wala kang magiging problema kasi consistent kasi yung assumption. So, i-add up mo lang lahat yan. Okay? Next. Itong sa kabila. So, dalawa yung kanyang voltage, no? Battery niya, which is ito. So, guys, if you notice, sa symbols natin, if may makita kang bilog, okay, ito bilog, ito, no? This one is also circular. So, pag circle, guys, it means it's an active component. This one is also active. So, it indicates a battery or a source, no? Pag bilog, no, it indicates source. So, it can be a current source or a voltage source. Okay? So, depende. Kasi pag current source siya, it will have an arrow. Pag voltage source siya, meron siyang plus minus. So, depende. So, this one, since E ito, therefore, it's a voltage source. So, this one will be plus minus, for example. And this one will be also plus minus. Depende. Na if it is a current source, pwedeng pa ganito or pa ganito. Pero since na-indicate dito na pataas yung kanyang arrow, pwedeng naka ganito siya. And on the other side. Okay? So, naintindihan? Naintindihan ba, guys? Okay, so here, ang nangyari is, so, sundin natin, try natin sundin yung naka-indicate na current. Okay. So, dito, papasok si, ah, assuming na ang kanyang polarity here is, ito, negative positive, dito is, negative positive. Pag ganun siya. Okay? So, ang mangyari dito, pagdaan ng current dito, okay, we will copy the first polarity or yung terminal niya, kung ano yung sign niya. So, that would be positive E1, kaya may positive E1 dyan. Okay. Then, papasok dito kay V1. So, since nagbanggaan yung kanilang arrows, it will be a negative value. So, negative V1. Okay? Next, papasok siya sa negative na terminal. So, that's negative E2. And will have the same, no? Same yung kanilang direction. We will just add up V2. So, that's why we add up V2 equal to, babalik siya to 0. Okay, kaya ganun yung naka-indicate dyan. Okay, or nakalagay dyan. So, I hope that is clear. So, be careful sa assuming of or assumption of your current. Kasi, ito yung mostly, no? Ito mostly doon kayo nagkakamali. Or yung mga students will make a mistake dito na part. So, kaya pag to-solve nila later on, magtataka sila, bakit nagkakaroon ng negative value? Sir, negative akong answer, sir. Pero same ang value. First yung kanina ba? Sir, negative akong ano, sir. Pero mali ako. Negative akong answer, sir. Pero tama man, same man ang value. It only indicates na baliktad, no? Baliktad yung iyong pagkaka-represent ng current. Same as this. Okay, naintindihan? So, kung nangyari na nagkabaliktad lang din yung V1 mo, for example, yung V1 mo is, ang kanyang naka-indicate is pag ganito yung arrow niya, it will just have a positive value of your V1. Pero it doesn't change the value of your uh, V1. So, ang polarity lang yung nag-change or yung direction lang yung nag-change. Okay? So, yun yung kanyang. So, pag voltage, guys, as if, ang nag-change lang dyan is yung iyong nag-change lang dyan is ang iyong direction ng inyong current. Okay? So, I hope that is clear to you. So, later on, mag-solve tayo. Mapapansin nyo na yan. Okay? Next is Ohm's law. We have a triangular representation out of it. So, this one, simple lang ito. So, pag I ang inyong kukunin, o yung current ang inyong kukunin, we will just have a formula of V. So, copy nyo lang, I equals to V yung sa upper over R yung sa ilalim. Okay? So, that would be the formula. Pag V naman, okay, pag V naman yung kukunin ninyo, since magkatabi si I at saka si R, we will just multiply it. Okay, kaya meron tayong V is equals to IR. Alright? So, same as kung R ang kukunin natin, we will just have R equals to V, which is nasa up, over I. So, V over I. Alright? Okay. Sige. So, naintindihan naman kung ano yung representation ng Ohm's law and you can memorize this one. Pero, you can make it naman kung isang formula yung na-memorize niyo. If you have V equals to IR, you can just solve for I. So, divide mo lang yung formula by R, cancel out, then you will have a formula for I equals to V over R. So, you can do that one. So, if V equals to IR naman, kung kukunin mo yung resistance, you will just divide it by I. So, you have R equals to V over I. So, okay lang na kahit isa lang yung i-memorize mo. Okay? Sige. Alright. So, any question, concern about this? Wala naman so far? Okay. So, let's proceed. This one is representation of your movement sa inyong circuit. So, yung ohm natin o yung resistance natin will be the resistive force na pumipigil sa pag-flow ng inyong current. And si voltage naman yung tumutulak sa current mo to push through sa kanyang flow. Okay? So, kung the more na mas malaki yung resistance, no, the lesser the current na mag-move. Okay? So, kung the smaller the resistance, mas magaan yung flow or mas malaki yung flow ng current dun sa inyong circuit. Okay? I hope that is clear. Now, we have power dissipation in resistor. So, pag ito lang naman is yung gaano yung power niya or gaano kalaki yung power na na-consume ng iyong resistor. So, it's indicated with a unit of watts. Okay? So, watts ito. So, ang watts is, di ba pag bibili kayo ng light bulb, di ba may naka-indicate na 5 watts? 5 watts. 5 watts battery or 5 watts battery. Di ba merong naka-indicate na ganyan? Okay, so, or 5 capital W. Okay, so si watt is a unit derived from P equals to IV. So, itong IV, di ba, may voltage ka multiplied by current. Okay, ampere. So, therefore, C watts can be also written as 5 VA. Okay, volt ampere. Or, representation is watt. Okay, klaro? Okay. So, dito, for example, you are asked, what is the power dissipated by, wait tayo dun sa computation natin kanina. Dito. Pinaka-simple. Dito na lang. So, what if, since nalaman na natin kung ano yung voltage niya, voltage ng R2. So, ang question ngayon is, what is the power dissipated by R2? So, pag tinanong ka nito, so, ibig sabihin, directional ka, no? P, and we will have an indicator that we are going to solve the R2. We will just put subscript, no? P2, or power 2, or power R2, or pwede din PR2, you can do that one, equal to I, okay? Since dito, ang current natin is same, no, sa lahat, kasi naka-series connection, so we can indicate it as I total. So, pwede. Pwede yun. Okay? Multiplied by V, V2. Okay? So, we have V2 here. VR2. So, pwede yan ganun. Or V2. So, pwede. So, substitute na lang natin. So, we have I total times kung magkano yung ating VR2, which is 7. Okay? So, ngayon, hindi naman natin nalaman yung ano, no? Hindi naman na natin nalaman yung value ng current, na walang naka-indicate na current dito. We can also have uh, another formula for power. Combine lang natin si P equals to IV at si V is equals to IR. Again, sino nga ito si V equals to IR? This is our Ohm's law. Okay? So, kung meron tayong indicator na, for example, given si R2 which is 5, okay, 5 ohms. So, meron tayong 5 ohm na resistor, R2. Pero, dito sa formula, ang hinahanap natin or ang mga ingredients natin is current and voltage. Pero, dito sa ating diagram, wala tayong value ng current. So, pwede natin ma-solve pa rin yung power with the use of combination of Ohm's law and the power formula. So, ang gawin lang natin is walain lang natin or substitutehan lang natin yung variable na hindi visible din sa ating circuit. Okay? Or walang value din sa ating computation. So, dito, meron tayong voltage given. So, ang wala sa atin is ito. Okay? So, we're going to substitute this one, i-simplify natin. That would be I equals to V over R. Okay? Tapos itong I na to is i-substitute natin ngayon dito sa ating I. Okay? So, therefore, ang result is P is equals to V over R times V or V squared over R. So our new formula here will now be PR2 is equal to V squared over R. So since given na yung V natin, which is 7 squared over yung R value natin is 5 ohm. Kung for example, given to resistance. Okay? So we have 5. So that would be the answer. So 7 raised to 2, then divided by 5, that would be the answer. Okay? Of the power. And it will be having a unit of watts. Okay? So PR2 now would be equal to 7, magkano to? Ilan yung value niya? 7 squared, 7 squared divided by 5.
9.8.
9.8 watts. So, ito yung power na na-consume, okay, ni R2. Alright? So, ganun siya. So, you can just have it na ganun if hindi kompleto yung values ng iyong. So, this one. Ito na yun. So, you can do it like ito, yung kanina, or if ang voltage ang wala, you can use this one. Okay? P equals to I squared R. So, paano nakuha sa P equals to I squared R? P equals to IV. We have, wala si voltage. Okay? Wala ito. So, we are going to put V is equals to IR. Okay? Substitute natin I times IR. So, we have I squared R. Okay? I hope that's clear. Alright. Sige. Any questions? Alright. Sige. So, ito yung pangkalahatan na parang cheat sheet ng formula for power, amperes, for resistance, and voltage and watts. Okay? So, ito, uh, if you're going to look into the piece na iyong resistance. So, for example, you take this piece, ito lang yung tingnan mo. So, if you have R, so ang R mo can be represented by a formula of V squared over P. Okay? We have R equals to V over I, or R equals to P I squared. Okay? So, ganun yung kanyang reading. So, R can be equal to, equal to, equal to. Okay? So, same goes sa other na, no? So, V is equal to IR. This is the Ohm's law. Or this one, or this one, and the rest. So, ito I equals to ER, and so on. Okay? Pero, ang pinaka-simple is you just memorize the basics. No? Ano na yung ang mga formulas natin? We only have two basic formula or standard formula, which is a P equals to IV and V equals to IR. So, ito lang yung i-memorize ninyo. You can derive all. Okay? So, pwede nyo nang i-derive yan lahat. Okay? So, paano nakuha ni si square root of P over R? Dito yan siya, guys. Nasaan na yun? Square root of PR. Ayan. I-ano na natin. I squared R equals to P divided by R. We cancel I squared equals to P over R. Then square root. Para mag-cancel out si 2. So I equals to square root of P over R. Okay? So dyan yun siya po. So dyan yun siya galing. Alright, any question? Wala naman. Madali lang, no? Madali lang, guys. Okay, madali naman. Alright, so let's move on to connections, no? Series and parallel connections. So we have discussed this yung last or yung first presentation natin, and alam na natin kung ano yung connections niya. So review na lang natin. So we have here leg 1, leg 2, leg 1, leg 2, leg 1, leg 2. Okay, so ganun yung connection, no? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? Tama? So, therefore, this one is series. In series. Okay? Thumbs up kung tama. Alright. So, topic natin kanina, may per individual voltages, no? Ang ating mga resistances o yung mga passive components natin. And meron din siya naka-indicate na battery here. Okay? So, meron din given na flow of current which is pag ganito. Okay? Or clockwise. Okay? So, observation. Yun na yung mga observations natin. Okay? So, ngayon, ito yung mga formula. If you're going to find the total resistance or yung pangkalahatan na resistance, no? If we are going to combine all of the resistors, ano yung value niya? So, R total or RT, okay? So, RT natin, pag naka-series yung ating connection, we will just add all, no? Diretso add. So, we have R1 plus R2 plus R3, R4, R5, kung marami pang resistors in connection in series. Okay, so diretso add. Okay, klaro? So kanina sa previous slide natin, pag series connection, ang current natin for I1, okay, yung dadaan na current dito sa I1, ang dadaan na current dito kay I2, like R2, ang dadaan na current dito, for example, R3 is I3. So we have here I1, itong dadaan dito. Since yung dumaan dito sa R1 is yun din yung dadaan sa R2, and yun din yung dadaan kay R3 since series connection sila. Therefore, your I1 is equivalent to I2 is equivalent to I3 and is equivalent to yung current na dadaan dito sa battery mo. That would be your I total. Okay? So, again, yung current na dadaan sa battery ninyo or sa voltage source niyo, yun yung I total. Now, take note na yung voltage then is your V total or yung total voltages sa lahat. Okay? So, therefore, this will be your I total. Okay? Kasi yun yung dadaan kay battery eh. So, I total din siya. Okay? So, now, how about for voltages? So, for voltages, na individual siya. V1 equals to IR1, V2 is equals to IR2. So, therefore, mag-iiba-iba. Voltages will have different values depending on the value of the resistance of each component. Okay? So, that. All right. So, yeah. Any questions for series connection? So, ito na yan. So, we have resistance, we have voltage, and we have for current. Okay? So, since different V total kanina, yung pag-compute natin, di ba? We will just add all up. Now, pag i-add natin lahat yung mga voltages per resistances, that would be equivalent to your voltage total or V total. Di ba? Yung discuss natin kanina. Alright? Okay, walang question so far. So, how about in parallel? So, in parallel, guys, opposite sila ng inyong series. Kung si series, ang kanyang voltage is different, ang current niya is same. Pag parallel, guys, ito na yung tandaan niya. Summary na ito. Ay, sorry. Teka lang ha. Okay. So, pag parallel naman, ang kanyang voltage is the same. Okay? Same ang kanyang voltages and different. No? Different ang kanyang current. So, dito tayo sa ating circuit. Okay. So as you can see, ang connection niya is 1, 1, 1. Dito sa baba is 2, 2, 2. So lahat ng leg 1 is naka-connect. Lahat ng leg 2 ay naka-connect sa ating source. Okay? Which is yung battery natin. Ngayon, kung ano yung rule natin sa parallel, if naka-parallel connection ka, or in parallel ang yung resistor or component mo sa voltage source, ibig sabihin, same lang yung value ng voltage nila. For example, lalagay tayo dito na 9 volts. So, ibig sabihin, automatic, ang R1 is makakadetect ng 9 volts. Since si R1 is in parallel din kay R2, so therefore, ang madedetect din ni R2 is 9 volts, automatic. And si R3 din, if in case may R3 pa, is automatic 9 volts din. Okay? Klaro? Alright. So, for example, maging 10 volts ito. So, kung 10 volts yan, magiging 10 volts din to. This one is 10 volts. This one will be also 10 volts. Okay? So, ano yung mag-change lang? Mag-change yung iyong value of current. So, ang value ng current ngayon is, di ba, this one is, itong current na to is current galing sa iyong voltage source. Therefore, this one is your I total. No, this one is your I total. Si I total ngayon, since papasok siya sa junction or node, ang mangyayari is maghahati-hati siya. Tama? As we discussed. So, maghahati-hati siya. So, dito, may papunta sa baba, mayroon din papunta going sa kabilang node or sa next node. Ngayon, itong value na to, maghahati na naman. And may pupunta dito. Okay? So, you think na itong I total, hindi na siya yung value na nandito at nandito. Since happy na nga siya, it can be, for example, ang I total mo is, for example, I total mo is 10 amperes. So, meron dito sa baba is, for example, ang pumunta dito is 3 amperes, dito is 7. Tapos, 7 dito, kasi dito siya galing. Tapos, pag si 7 na naman, hahatiin na naman yan. So, magiging, for example, 4 and 3 amperes. Okay, so this one is 3 amperes, pababa dito, 3 amperes, pababa, 3 amperes, travel na naman siya dito, 3 amperes pa rin, hanggang papasok sila na naman dito. Ito naman sa taas, 4 amperes siya, then baba, 4 amperes, baba, 4 amperes, okay, then, okay, 4 amperes, papasok silang dalawa dito sa iyong junction sa baba. Ngayon, i-add mo lang kasi based sa KCL, so ang add input is equal to output. So 4 plus 3, that would be 7. Di ba? Ito yung sa taas. Tama? Okay, so walang na-damage or walang na bawas sa ating travel ng current. Ngayon, papasok na naman dito sa 7. Tapos, yung sa baba kanina, travel din siya pababa. So, that's 3 amperes. 3 amperes. And then, 7 plus 3, output niya is 10 ulit. So, balik na naman si 10 dito. Okay? So, dapat ganun yung kanyang flow. Naintindihan niyo ba, guys? Okay. So, kung napansin niyo, same ba ang current ni I1? Ito. Same ba? Same ba siya at yung si I2? This one, same ba? Iba-iba, no? So, magkaiba-iba sila. Kasi, yun naman talaga yung kanilang purpose. So, again, Pag parallel, same ang voltages, check. And different yung current per resistances. Okay? So, yung value nito, magdedepende din sa value ng resistance mo. Klaro, guys? So, same note dito. Okay? So, dito lang, same lang ang current. Okay? Kasi same lang naman ang dumadaan dito na current. Same dito. Kasi in series connection sila. But, they will have different voltages value. Depending sa kanilang resistor. So, same note, parallel connection. And solving for the total resistance, this will be the formula. 1 over R total is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. Okay, so ganun yung kanya. Hindi siya directly same with the series connection na i-add mo lang siya diretso. Or we can represent it by simplifying the equation to this. So let's try to simplify it. So we have 1 over R total equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. So common denominator, we have R1, R2, R3, okay, 1 over R total. Then we solve it. Cancel out. We have R2, R3 plus, medyo makapal yung aking thickness na 10. Okay? So we have R R1, R3. Okay, ulitin ko na lang. Medyo hindi siya emphasize. 1 over R total equal to common denominator which is R1, R2, R3. So, unahin natin si R1. So, mawawala na yung R1 dito. So, we have R2, R3 plus R1, R3 plus R2, R1, R2. Okay? Ngayon, since this one can be reciprocated, so 1 RT equals to, balik rin lang natin, R1, R2, R3, R2, R3 plus R1, R3 plus R1, R2. Okay? So, yan na yun siya dito. Okay? So, since again, yung voltages are all equal kasi naka-parallel connection siya. So, your V total will be equal to V1, V2, V3. Okay? So, any question? Wala naman. Sir, paunsat ni siya na. Sir, paunsat ni nahitabo, sir. Karing sa taas, sir. Ano nakuha? Paano ni mo nakuha ni R2, R3? Hala. Ano mangguna i-multiply mangguna nimo ang R1, R2, R3 sa 1, di ba? Tapos i-divide nimo og R1. So ang mahitabuan na is mo siyang R1, R2, R3 over times 1 man. Okay, divided by R1. So cancel out si R1, mabilin is R2, R2. Okay? So, same goes sa other na So, cancel out na yun. So, kung R2 ka, mawawala si R2 dito. Kung R3 ka, mawala si R3 dito. Okay? Sige. So, syempre, pag kunin natin ang current, this one is KCL. Okay? KCL lang tayo. Right? Question? Wala naman? Alright. Alright, okay. Dali lang, no? So what if ang combination natin is not pure series or parallel? So there is also a combination of series and parallel circuits. So dito tayo. Ayan. So for example, ano yung series natin? So again, i-label natin no, yung leg 1 at saka yung terminal 1 and terminal 2 or leg 1, leg 2 ng ating resistor or components. So dito sa R1, ang ating leg 1 is ito, leg 2 ito. Tama? Then, junction or node. Sa node na yan, may nakakonect si R2, ang kanyang leg 1, leg 2 sa baba, nakakonect sa junction sa baba. Okay? Let's label it as A and B. Okay, junction A and junction B. Or node A, node B. Ngayon, si R3 is may 1 siya dito. 2, 1 kay R4, 2. Okay? Question? Tama ba? Wala namang ano na? Tama bang label natin? Okay. Now, kung mapansin ninyo, ang connection ni R3 and R4, series or parallel? Naka 1-2-1-2 eh. Di ba? Naka 1-2-1-2 siya. So therefore, this one is series. Okay? Ito, ito na part. Ito lang muna tignan ninyo. Ayan. 1-2-1-2, right? So therefore, si R3 at si R4 is in series with each other. So pwede lang natin siya i-add mamaya na R3 plus R4. Kasi series connection siya eh. Tama? Ngayon, ang result ni R3 at ni R4, which is magiging isang whole or malaking resistor na siya. So, dito, pag drawing natin, this one is your R2. Ngayon, kung combine na natin sa R3 at saka si R4, magiging na siyang another big na resistor. So, magiging, for example, R34 ang ilagay natin as later. Okay? So, ngayon, ang connection nila is naka 1, 2, 1, 2. So, ano nga yung all 1, 1, 2, 2? Or kung makita nyo man din dito, ito na part. Okay. And sa baba. Okay. So, ano yun? Anong connection yun? Si R2 at saka in connection with R3, R4. Ano yung connection nila? Hello?
Parallel, sir.
Okay, it's parallel connection. Ngayon, labas tayo dyan. Tingnan naman natin dito. So, it's 1, 2, 1. Then, sa baba is connected sa 2. So, ano ngayon ang connection ni R1 kay R2 and R34? Ano ngayon ang connection nila? Is it series or parallel? Tingnan nyo ang numbering. Hala. Okay. So, okay na tayo doon sa R2, R3, and R4 na connection. Ngayon, we'll take a look on this side. So, tingnan natin, si R1 is, ito yung leg 1 niya, tama? Ito yung leg 2 niya. Ngayon, kanina, si R2 at saka si R3, yung 1 or leg 1 nila are all connected with each other. So, 1, 1. Tama? Tapos, dito sa kabila, yung 2, 1, yung 2 ni R4, since ito is in series with each other, series to silang dalawa, pwede mo siyang i-combine as one whole, or isang buong resistor. So, yung resistor na yon, yung malaking resistor na yon, will, will have its leg 1 ito and leg 2 na ito. So, magiging ganun siya. Parang ganyan. Tama? So, i-combine natin siya in series. Okay. Ngayon, ang 1, 2 at saka 1, 2 ng ating R2 is in parallel ngayon sa malaking resistor R34. Okay? Na combination ni R3 at R4. Okay, okay na tayo kay R2, R3, and 4. Ngayon, punta tayo kay R1. Si R1 is, ang leg 1 niya is nandito, leg 2 niya nandito. Ngayon, ang leg 2 niya is nakakonect sa 1, 1 ng iyong R2 at saka R34 mo. So ngayon, ano ang connection niya? It's 2, 1. Dito, 1. Sa baba naman ng R2, yun yung leg 2 ni R2. Ang leg 2 ni R2 is nakakonect in parallel kay R3 and 4, pero pag tingnan natin dito na part, this is 2. Okay? So ano ngayon ang connection niya? This one is papunta dito, ha? So, 2, 1. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay? Nagets? So, ang connection ni R1, R2 is in series. Okay? So, ngayon, gawa natin siya ng formula. So, ang formula na ngayon for R total, so we have R total, is equivalent to, unahin natin yung pinakasimple, itong R3 and R4. Okay? So, R3 and R4 yung unahin natin. So, si R3 and R4 is in series with each other. So, meron tayong R3 plus R4. Okay? So, i-parenthesis natin, and si R3 and R4 is in parallel. So, we're going to represent parallel combination with a slant na line, dalawang slant line, is in parallel with R2. Tama? So, R2 parallel with R3 plus R4, which is in series. And si R2 ngayon, yung combination nitong lahat, okay, is in series kay R1. So, plus R1. Okay, so this will be your formula for your R total. Kung i-burst natin siya na i-burst natin itong parallel, ano kaya ang kanyang general formula? So, ito na part can be burst into this formula. So, we have, since naka R2, R3 plus R4 over R2 plus R3 plus R4. Okay? So, gamit yung formula kanina. Ito. Okay? So, R total na, or R, isa-isahin natin. So, R34 is naka-combine na yan. So, pwede natin siya i-represent into R3 plus R4. Tama? Tapos, naka-parallel siya kay R2. So, that's 1 over, 1 over R, sabihin na lang natin 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. So, R234 is equivalent to 1 over R2. Okay? So, that would be this one. Then, nakaparallel siya kay R3 and 4. So, 1 over R3 plus R4. Okay? Ngayon, common denominator nila is R2 times R3 plus R4. Okay? Then, sa taas is R3, R4 plus R2. 1 over R2, 3, 4. Reciprocate natin, so that would be R234 equals to R2, R3 plus R4, R3, R4 plus R, R2. Okay? Kaya nagkaroon ako ng answer kanina na ito. So ngayon, naka-series siya, si R234 in series with R1. So, okay, so ganun yung aking computation kung paano natin nakuha yung R2 parallel with R3 and R4. So, i-burst natin siya. Ito na yung bursted niya na formula. And then we will combine it substituted in this part of the equation. So, mayroon tayong R total equal to R1 plus yung R234 natin kanina, which is R2, R3 plus R4 over R3 plus R4 plus R2. So, this will become your formula in finding your R total. No? R total of your circuit. Okay? Okay, so naintindihan ba guys? So for example, we have here a value of resistances. So for example, yung R1, R2, R3 natin at saka R4 will have the same values. We have two, for example, 2. Ito 3, iba-ibahin natin. Okay, 4, and R4 mo is 5 amperes. So, ang gawin mo lang is straight mo na lang substitute dito sa formula to get the R total. Okay, so your R1 will be 2 plus, okay, plus R2 mo is 3, okay, times R3 is 4 plus R4 is 5 over R2, R3, and R4. So, 3, 4, 5. So, 3 plus 4 plus 5. Okay, so that would be 2 plus 27 over 12. Okay, so ilan yung ano niya, value niya. So that would be your total resistance now. Okay? Kaya pa? Hold on tight, guys. So, any questions? Inquiries? Any inquiry? Alright. Wala naman. Clear naman siya. How was it so far? Comment. Ba't crying face na? Guys, this is only a simple circuit. So, tingnan natin ha, sa other references. Tingin tayo ng, for example, sample, complete circuit. So, may mga ganito na problems na. Like this. Ganyan. So, yun, pinakasimple pa yun siya, guys. Pinakasimple pa lang yun siya. So, because ang tinuturo natin is the concept. Okay? Sige, let's try to solve this. Download. Oh, and then, download image. Okay. So, paste natin dito. Let's try it. Yeah. Try natin. Mhm. Ay, not unsupported file capture. Teka lang, paano ba yun? Paano siya? Iba na lang kasi parang ang background niya is different. So, yung mga ganito na later, pag magde-design na kayo sa higher year ninyo, ayun, hanap tayo ng connection na ito. I think this one is can be download. Tingnan natin. Try natin. Ayan, perfect. Sorry, baguhan pa lang sa tablet. I'm not really used to the environment. Okay. Okay. Let's try this. Okay? So, for example, you have this circuit. Tingnan natin, no? Ito is yung battery mo. Tama? This one is your battery. Okay? So, ang indicator niya, smaller line means your negative value. Okay? Longest line is your positive. Okay? So, ito, yung leg 1 mo, year 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So, tignan natin ito is 2, 1. Okay? So, na-gets? So, ito na part is naka-series sila kasi 1 to 1 to yung connection nila. Tama? Pero yung dalawa, itong R5 at saka si R7, yung 1 or leg 1 nitong R5 and leg 2 ni R7 is in parallel kay R6. Okay, tama ba? Ito yung tingnan ninyo. Ayan. So, in parallel siya. Tapos, ngayon, yung si R6 in parallel siya kay TN7, pero si R6 ngayon ay si R6 ngayon is tingnan natin ha, ano ko. Ito. Okay. Ayan, parallel. Ito, series. Okay. Tapos, yung ating R6 is nakaparallel kay R5 at saka si 7. Ngayon, si R6 is nakakonect naman in series kay R1. Okay, so this one. Okay, intindihan? So, yung result ni R5 at saka ni R7 is nakaparallel kay R6. And ang result nung tatlo ni R6, R5 at saka ni R7 is in series kay R1. Nakuha? Okay. Ngayon, or saan galing yung iTotal natin galing sa ating battery. So, ito yung iTotal natin. Si iTotal, travel siya, travel, then pasok siya kay R1. Ngayon, I1 na siya. Pero, si I1, ito si I5, I7, and I6. Okay. Ngayon, ang nangyari, si I1, since same lang ang dumalay sa kanya na iTotal, di ba? iTotal din to. Tama? Therefore, si I1 is equivalent to iTotal. Tama? Alright. Ngayon, dadaan sila sa junction or sa node. Hahatiin ngayon si iTotal. It will be a current which is dito label natin si I5. Okay? Dito naman sa baba is si I6. Tama? Tama, guys? Alright, sundan niyo ako. Ngayon, si I5, travel siya, travel. Pero, yun din yung in series siya kay R7. Therefore, si I7 is equivalent also kay I5. Tama? Okay? Ngayon, travel na naman si I5, papunta dito, this is I5, then si I6, travel din, this is I6. So, I5 and I6 will result to this value. Tama? So, ang value na to, pag i-add mo yung I6 and I5, more or less, kasi dadaanan ito sa may, babalik na siya, pabalik sa sa battery. Therefore, this will become your I total. Okay? So, naintindihan? Dali lang, no? Okay. So, formula for R1. Formula for R total. So, R total now will become your first resistor, which is R1, in series with parallel of, so R6 parallel with, in series with R5 and R7. So, that would be your formula. So, expand natin siya. That would be R1 plus R6, R5 plus R7 over R6 plus R5 plus R7. So, I will not compute it sa inyo na, guys. So, you try to solve it. You try to compute it na So, ganun. Shortcut na. Shortcut ko na lang para di sayang sa oras. So, okay ba tayo? Okay na? So, syempre, kung ano yung analysis ito na part, guys, before you solve. Ganito yung pag-solve natin, pag mag-solve na tayo ng mga circuits. Ngayon, sa analysis na part, okay na to. Yan, okay na yun siya na part. Screenshot natin. And then, delete natin, Okay. So, ano yung mga voltages natin? So, we have V1 for R1, okay? We have V6 for R6, pero since si V5 and V7 is in parallel with V6, which is yung voltage ni R6, therefore, ang add V5 and V7 would be equivalent to V6. Okay? Kumbaga, kung i-combine mo yung voltage ni R5 at ni R7, okay, since parallel sila kay V6, dapat equivalent sila. For example, ang V6 value mo is 10. Okay, 10 volts. Dapat 10 volts din ang added value ni V5 at V7. It could be 6 volts and 4 volts. Okay? Or, pwede din 5 volts, 5 volts. Depende sa resistor ni R5 at R7. Okay? Nagets nyo? Okay. So, ganun siya. So, analysis na part na ito, guys. And, if you're going to add all of the the voltages, ito na yung V total mo. Yun yung total ng battery mo. So, you have V total equals to V1 plus V6 plus V5 plus V7. So, dapat ang equivalent magiging equivalent siya ng V total mo o yung battery mo. So, for example, meron kang battery na 12 volts. So, dapat ito, naka-calculate na siya. So, for example, this one is 6 volts. This one is 2. This one is 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 3. Okay. So, 6 volts, 2 volts, 1 volt, and 3 volts. So, pag i-add natin yan lahat, it would be equivalent to 12. So, ganun siya. So, sorry. Dapat kung 3 dito, dapat 4 dito sa kabila. So, kasi sample lang ito, guys. So, since ito yung tinitingnan natin, is V5 natin is 1 volt, ang V7 is 3, dapat ito is 4 volts. So, dito sa taas, bawas lang tayo ng value. Okay, so dapat ilan? 4. Tama? Should be 4 volts. Alright. So, analysis. Tama? Okay? Sakto? Okay. So, it's already time. And picture muna tayo, guys. Paki-open ng inyong camera. Okay, wait lang ha. Off ko muna ang ating share screen. Okay. Okay, on ang camera.